Hey, welcome back to the Marketing Ninja podcast, where Manuel shares his business, marketing, and branding strategies he's used to build 7 to 8 figure businesses. All right, let's enjoy the show.
Hi, Manuel Suarez here, CEO of Attention Grabbing Media. And in this video, I want to tell you the most important element to your success. This is something that comes from my own experience and my own journey along the way, being self-built, not being built by the school system. How did I get to a point of having so much massive success? And I want to talk to you about that in this video. So one of the most undervalued things or understated things out there in the world of success and entrepreneurship is the process of learning. What are you acquiring as information that is going to be something valuable for you to implement in life so you can actually get more success? If you look at every single successful entrepreneur, they have a very, very systematic process for making themselves better. Sometimes people don't understand the power of their minds. I like to use as an example, a trash can. This has a limit. At some point, I'm not going to be able to put more trash into it, or it's going to get out of control and it's going to overflow and it's going to stain the carpet and it's a mess. That's a trash can. Now, the beautiful thing about our mind is that it has no limit and you can keep on dumping stuff into it. So it's very important for you to determine which stuff you're going to be dumping into it, because you can also fill it up with trash that's going to also damage your journey. And that's an important element. So I want to tell you about my process for discovering what to learn and who to learn it from. And that's something that, again, I have applied every single year. And it doesn't matter how much I grow, I'm always learning. I prefer to listen to a podcast 1,000 times of somebody giving me value than listen to a song or listen to a soap opera or a novel or one of those shows that murder crimes or whatever it is that people listen to get themselves entertained while they're driving. Education is such a vital component to your success. And for me, a never-ending thirst for knowledge is the one thing that I can tell you has taken me to where I'm here today. So what is that process for me? What does it look like? Before I actually became an entrepreneur, I used to waste a lot of time. I was a 9-to-5 employee and I didn't really care about learning. And whenever I left my job, there wasn't really like this burning desire to be better or bigger or stronger. I had none of that going on. So I used to leave work at 5 o'clock and hang out with my kids. I still do that today and have some fun with them and then binge watch either television or play stupid video games. So at that point, let's go back to the year 2010. I remember the first game that I ever played and I got obsessed with it. And I used to play with it for hours and hours and hours on my phone. And it was called Temple Run. And it was such a good game and such an incredible waste of my time, but it would take up hours and hours and hours of my time. So I would not really have this thirst for doing anything else but that. For me right now, that is so unreal. And it almost feels like I had a different life in this same life, because right now I don't like to waste my time. For me to watch a movie, it has to be a really, really good movie. For me to watch a show, it needs to be an Emmy award-winning show. Otherwise, I go crazy and I feel like I committed some kind of crime because I wasted my time. My time is my greatest asset. So if I'm going to read a book, watch a show, watch a movie, or do something, it better be a damn good thing for me to watch. You know where I never have any regrets and I feel great? Watching my football team play. That one never bothers me. I'm always like excited to give it 3 hours, 4 hours. It doesn't matter. That's religion for me. And I always do that consistently and I really, really enjoy it. But the rest becomes a waste. And here's the thing about it. You got to look at what your ambitions are. What is the level of your dreams and what are your goals? Like if you have big dreams and you have all these things that you want to accomplish in life, but at the same time, you're binge watching shows and you're doing stupid things and you're wasting your time and you're like playing stupid games and you're doing all those things, then how does that make sense? It doesn't really match what you're trying to accomplish, right? So you're either being hypocritical with yourself or you're just not really understanding what the journey towards accomplishing those goals really is all about. So I realized at that point, shortly afterwards, the idea was introduced of something called private labeling and the whole idea of Natural Slim, which is my brand that I built with my father. It was shortly after introduced and it started waking up potentials and dreams and opportunities. And I started realizing where the waste was at. So in order for me to start learning things, I can tell you what I did. I looked around. First of all, we live on the information age. So the information out there is unlimited, meaning that you have incredible, enormous amounts of information available at your fingertips, that all you got to do is search for it and you will find information and something to implement in your life. So sometimes it's a little bit too much. It's like the Netflix phenomenon, in which you want to watch a show or a movie, but you spend 2 hours browsing until you give up and then you watch nothing, right? Because there's so much information out there that you don't know what to consume. So the learning process, what I do is that I look for people that have done it. My obsession is look for people that have been there. I don't want to go listen to a guy or a girl that's on their garage talking about entrepreneurship when they themselves have not done anything. I don't want to go there and follow a guy that posted a picture with a Porsche or a Ferrari or a G-Wagon or whatever that is when they haven't shown me any evidence of having done it themselves. Those are not people that I go after. I don't look to learn from them. What I do recommend that you do is that you spend some time searching around YouTube for content and find people that you like in the subject that you're trying to do better at, and try to consume that content. You can't just keep on trying to figure out things on your own, but also very important, use mentors that are doing it. Like if you want to find people that are doing it in the subject of marketing, hey, I'm doing it in the subject of marketing. Our company here at Attention Grabbing Media is going to do somewhere around $150 million in revenue this year alone of products and services sold through what we do over here. We're not just talking about it, we're walking it every single step of the way. So we accomplish success. If you want to build your supplement brand, hey, I built my supplement brand from the ground up to where it is today. And I talk about that consistently and I tell you what I'm doing. So look for the people that are doing it, not the people that are talking about it. Look for the evidence that they feel open about what they're doing instead of being like, no, I'm not going to let you know my secrets because then you're going to want to copy me. Hey, I welcome every single one of you guys to go out there and try to do what I've done. I told you what my brand is. I told you what my other company is. Go after it and try to do it, and let's compete. That's only going to make us stronger, right? So I'm not going to pretend that I'm doing something that I'm not. I'm going to talk about what I'm doing. I'm very passionate about communicating. I'm very passionate about helping. I don't have to do this. I'm making enough money that I don't have to sell you absolutely anything. But I'm doing it because I really care. I really care about creating this impact and sharing this value. So I welcome you guys to go through this process that I've gone through of eliminating your waste of time, auditing what you're doing every single day, and getting rid of those things that are not really contributing to your success and to your development. And once you do that, and you're going to find all this time available because it's a lot of time, 24 hours in a day, you sleep 6 to 8 hours, you got 8 hours of work. Let's say you have 9 to 5, you still got another 8 hours left. That's a lot of time. So I invite you guys to use some of those hours in the day intelligently so you can put a lot of information into your mind that's going to increase your possibility of success in life, because life revolves and success in it revolves around consistent learning and implementation of that knowledge. A lot of people that are great students, they graduated magna cum laude or whatever that is, they're broke as a joke, struggling and miserable because they never executed, or what they executed was all wrong and their education is based on falsities. So that's also not applicable. But learning actionable, practical things in this particular world that are applicable to the now, not to the yesterday, and implementing that knowledge via 2 mentors at most at a time that you can learn things from, that are doing things every day successfully, that gets your mind flowing with ideas that you can implement, and then putting the energy to work and busting your energy, trying to get these things executed. Because now you have more time. That's the key to your success. And I hope that helps you. I hope you help yourself. And let me know what you thought about this video. Leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Hey, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, go ahead, leave us a review and subscribe to tune in for future episodes. And if you're looking for a team that'll go above and beyond for you and your brand, go to talktoaninja.com today.